Alright, I did that bush again. My hands are really dry, y'all. Alright, so I want to do this at the beginning of the video. The video is going to be a little bit about the drama. The student is gone, so we'll talk about that later. Name of the video is based on when you hear everything. You should be able to put two and two together before. If you got any common sense, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm a little frustrated. I've only had 2 to 3 hours worth of sleep. I delivered the load. Well, I dropped him off, delivered the load. He completed 100 and change hours with me, so almost 111 hours with me, okay? But dude wants to be with he's addicted to his girlfriend, and we'll get to that later. And it was hellish. He can drive, he just don't drive good. But anyway, shout outs. I'm gonna do shout outs. First, I want to address Dion Stevens. I told you the 411 we're going to be doing your topic requests that you actually put on my channel, because I have people that went to different types of schools. So they went to trucking schools, they went to colleges to get their CDLs, they went to maybe Job Corps. I went to a trucking school, and everybody's going to give their different perspective and how they came to their outlook as far as why they chose the route they went, why they might have went through a trucking company opposed to trucking school. Was it financial base? Was it something about the company they heard was really good? Was that company's program really good? Was their experience good? So you can ask questions of any of the hosts on the 411 channel. And y'all guys, I have the links below. But you can ask questions of them, because everybody, DeeBoy Stance went to Prime. I can't remember if Shy was either Job Corps or something like that, or US Express. He'll explain. DCIJams went to a junior college in his area, and I actually went to a trucking school. So I can tell you why I came to my conclusion. They can tell you what they did in order to decide the route they went. And then you basically take those balls, juggle them, and decide what's maybe works for best for you. Okay? And I'll tell you the plus and minus of my views. I'll also tell you about some of the conversation I had with the gentleman that was in the truck, because while he had other issues, he brought up some very good points about the trucking school with our company that we have, because they have a school with the company, and I was blown away by the time frame that he told me they got through, because I would have took a whole bunch of shit if I would have went through trucking school that fast. I'm just saying. But I understand now why so many preventables and stuff like that. Anyway, shout outs. Call me KJ. I got you, bruh. Thank you for joining the channel. Thank you for any comments that you've done. And I rate these from comments, whatever I see, okay? Henry Jameson, thank you for joining the channel. And if you've done any comments, thanks for that. Pee-wee, I know you did some comments. I know you're talking about coming into trucking school. And I'm happy you've been watching me since the beginning. I really appreciate it. I actually have some details on that school. I kind of sent you some messages on it. So please, if you can go to 411 and watch that, I think that would be helpful for you as well. The company you're looking at going to trucking school with, I know it's 3 weeks long, which is not a lot of time. You really got to be on your game. Normally, I know that they could have 30 people come in, and they could have maybe 3 complete with a permit and train them. That's it. So it's pretty cutthroat and pretty fast. Don't give up. I'll talk about a little bit of that too. So Pee-wee, congrats and good luck. And if it doesn't work with that company, there's others. So just take what you can, learn it, and then just apply somewhere else and go to another company, and you'll eventually get the license, in case it's too fast paced, because 3 weeks ain't crap to do this job. Anyway, yeah, we'll talk about that later. 411, watch it. I'm gonna be doing a video Saturday. J Rush, thank you for joining. Cedric Macklin, thank you for joining. And Cool Breeze, you just recently joined. Thank you for joining as well. I'm getting a trailer washed out, y'all. So I'm gonna piecemeal this video together. The shout outs will be in the very beginning, and then we'll get into the topic that I'm going to be talking about, which is the last student on the truck. And the name of the video is going to be called Whimppy Leadfoot. Whimppy Leadfoot. Yes, the final student. Anyway, peace out, y'all. I can get into this truck wash after this truck gets washed out. And hopefully they'll do it. I think they got to do a soap, because this truck stinks. The back does, because it had cheese on it before we got out of New York. Oh, I went to a place in New York called Mino's over by Sargento Cheese where we delivered. We dropped the trailer there, loaded the trailer, and then I bobtailed over there. We ate. It was on hit. Anyway, peace. I think y'all good. Oh, I got another hat. This one here. Another hat. I just kind of like the raised lettering. Inside, let me give the inside band on it. And it's got a little logo on the back. Like that. Robin Roof. What I really like. Yeah, okay. So, the student I told you I was going to be my last student, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to tell y'all some of it. I can't tell you all of it because I got to wait for all the statements and stuff to go in. He is not on the truck anymore. I went ahead and requested him off the truck. And I told him when he first got on, within, I don't even know if it's a week, that he's going to be my last student. I was giving it a try, one more try with one more student, but when he got on, and I'm going to get to that in a minute, he unloaded all his drama. And hey, that's not what I'm here for, guys. I judge, and I know you're going to share part of your life on a truck, you know, but I'm not here. I'm sorry. I'm so cool on drama and BS, okay? And I'm going to share some of it with you. But it became overwhelming hearing his personal drama. But also his personal drama began to manifest in how he drove. He could drive. Don't get me wrong. He could handle the truck. He could drive. I taught him my mountain method, which he wanted to just go, oh, that's the way you're supposed to do. I'm like, okay. Pink people who don't want to admit you just taught them something new. Plus, no offense, y'all who aren't African American, but our business, I notice y'all do that a lot. Y'all try to steal stuff that belongs to other people. And I'm not going to say all of y'all, but a good majority of y'all, that's something y'all learned. I don't know where that come from, but that's crazy as hell. I taught this method to every student on the truck on how to drive a mountain without ever touching the gears. Okay? So here's the deal. When he got on the truck, well, before he got on the truck, I had let him know, and so y'all, this might be a long video. I let him know based on the fact I knew he had 18 years, I knew he was military, and I heard he had driven overseas. And then when he told me he had driven overseas, he had driven here, and he had driven temples, I knew that this man was going to most likely be he possibly could be a cowboy, is what I call him, okay? I knew it. Knew it instantly. He tried to go, oh, no. You know, I drive this. So I said, okay. You know, I watch these guys get on the road all the time. So, I take the glasses off. Anywho, I'm waiting for them to call me back because they had us rescheduled. I'm at Lineage here in Colorado, Denver area. So, I think I'm going to be here for the night because I think I only got 2 hours on my clock. Let me see. I have 5 hours on my clock and it's dwindling down, so I ain't going to have no time. I have enough time to get to the truck stop, go get a shower, go get something to eat. And I ain't had but 3 hours of sleep dealing with this food. We'll get to that in a minute, too. That's another reason he's off the truck. So, when he first drove out and we went through a mountain, I noticed we have on our company, they don't allow you to go more than 68 miles an hour. If you go over that, it's called overspeeding. If you hit 71 miles an hour, it's terminatable. They can terminate you. So what they have found, and this is even back to 2010, is that if you go over a certain speed going down a grade, you're more highly likely to have an accident. So they basically just cut that out and say, hey, don't do it. And if you do it, we're going to term you because we don't want the risk because we already have documentation that says if you go this speed, these are the issues that we're going to face, okay? Cowboy was going to take this thing past that, and I said, well, the first thing I noticed is how he took his curves. And I told him, I said, the policy of my company, or what they tell us in orientation, is that they would like you to take curves at, really, they prefer half. Now, I don't think that's all. I think that's a little bit over the top sometimes, but I get it, especially for newer drivers, to learn how to adjust to a curve, a severe curve. And what they had is these fools going off these off-ramps. If the off-ramp said 25 miles an hour, these fools were trying to do that in 25 miles an hour in this truck. And they were loaded, and the load shifted, and the truck went over, or the G-force plus the truck just went over because of the weight. So they came up with a solution was, don't take that truck over the speed, go half, okay? Genius, I guess he decided that because he's a cowboy, you know, he was pretty much going to do that. And I said, no, and I'm holding on. This dude, he's taking me even faster than the posted speed limit. And I said, look, remember that talk we had on the phone about the speed I drive in this truck? I said, I want you to observe that. I said, I'm not saying necessarily you got to do half. I said, but minimum 10 miles or less. I said, if you know you need to drop this 10 miles, okay? In one curve he did, I could smell the back rear tires on the trailer burning, or like, because they had rubbed across the ground because he was coming around so fast, you could smell them. That's going too fast for conditions. Also, if you come out of the curb and you begin to ease onto the rumble strip, you're also still going too fast for that curve. Okay? If you can't keep your truck and trailer in its lane when you're coming out that curb, you're going too fast. Okay? You're going way too fast. I saw a bunch of them today. So we talked about that. Then, because I think he kind of was a take it back, I pointed to, we have a sticker here on the truck that talks about the 71, and I told him, I said, look, I know you didn't, because he just came from Korea, and we're going to get to that in a minute. And he's white. He came from Korea. That's where he was working. He came from Korea because of this chick. We'll get to that later. So I said, look, I know you came, and there might be more than one part video because this is some crap. I know you came from overseas. I said, but I'm going to let you know that here in the U.S., if at most companies, they have sensors on this truck, cameras, all this other stuff. You can't just be unhinged and drive this stuff. If you do, you're going to have a problem, okay? I'm going to turn this a little bit down because we're getting a funky light. I'm getting a funky light. Okay, we're just getting a funky light. Y'all forget my hands are ashy. So, lo and behold, I talked to him. I told him, you know, boop-de boop-de boop. He's still pretty much going to drive the way he going to drive. That's just who this dude is. I'm basically going to do what the hell I want to do, okay? Oh, okay, playboy. So, I have to send information on issues I see, and I have been. Now, could he drive? Yeah, I think he would be an asset to the company if he could curb some of his bad behaviors. He also would be driving and just take his hands out the road and start talking to you while the truck. So I had to tell him, I said, look, remember those sensors I was telling you about? Yeah. Because you have to try to correct somebody. I'm 5 years, he got 18 years. So he already felt superior to me. That was his other thing. And I said, remember those sensors? Because I tried to communicate in a different way with him. Because I realized I couldn't say, don't do this like a newbie. I had to kind of tell him why. And I told newbies why, but basically don't do it. And then I told him, I said, you know, just going to let you know that with you taking your hands off the wheel, there's a sensor in this truck. And if you get XYZ sensor, this truck will take evasive maneuvers. And if you don't have your hands on the wheel, you're going to have an accident. I said, so I just noticed that you sometimes talk with your hands. And you also sometimes pick up food with both hands and just be rolling down the street. And we ain't talking no 3 miles an hour. We're talking 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. His hands off the wheel. Okay? Bad behaviors. Okay? Then the curves, the grades, he was taking those fast. He told the little girlfriend that he felt that we had a anchor on him in one of his conversations because he couldn't go like he wanted to go really fast. We get out, we get through the mountain. He can drive the mountain. Like I said, everything was really fast. I was concerned about him. When I showed him a sticker and about the firing, he slowed that down a bit. He kept it under the 68, but he was right at that 68 mark. The curves and stuff, he barely corrected on that. And I would have to say, I really need you. I have to keep telling him, I need you. Because he would just go and do what he's going to do. And basically just one of them. And within the first week, that's when I told him, I said, you'll be my last trainee. Because I could tell by the behaviors I was dealing with, I was done. Because I was going to try to help him finish. Because he can actually drive. He just got some bad behaviors. And probably because a lot of people who's been in the industry for a long time, they become desensitized to the possible dangers of some of the bad stuff they do. And they also get to that point of it'll not happen to me. Okay? And so that's what I think he was like. But for me, I was done. At that point, Shannon's done. I was like, okay, 4 weeks, let me make my little money off you, get you going, and he's going to be a local driver. Let him be local and crazy as hell in Cali, because that's where he's going to be driving out of, Cali to Nevada. We just got into we just completed week 2. We're getting ready to get into week 3. Thought he was pretty much a nice guy. But again, I'm gonna do it my way. All right, do it your way, Playboy. But Shannon is done. So here's what happened. He has driving behaviors based on what he's going through or how he feels he should do it. Okay? And he was a very aggressive driver. In a nutshell, without getting into everything, and I'll do another video on this once everything is settled. This guy, I had to tell him twice because I literally only got 2 to 3 hours worth of sleep. Maybe about an hour in the bunk and maybe a couple hours nods in and out yesterday sitting in the passenger seat while he drove in. The first day it happened that I noticed we started the team phase. And well, first of all, he told me he needed to see me drive because he used to be an instructor and he would know about being comfortable behind me. I was like, oh, okay. You want to see if I can drive or not? Not a problem. Drove the hell out the truck. He's like, well, I drive like you. No, brother. You don't drive like me. No, you don't. You drive like a cowboy. But you notice I slow down for my curves. You notice I put my foot on the floor and coast down the grades. Even though I taught him my braking method, he went the fastest route he could go down that mountain. I said, I don't do that. Same gear I go up, same gear I'll go down. Live to see another day. Hazard zone up, hazard zone down. I said because, what's up, bro? Sunflower seeds. It cut off because the storage needed to be cleaned out. And also, it's serving to the internal memory opposed to the card. Anyway, back to the story. So, we got the team phase. He saw me drive. He was comfortable after that because I can drive. He also tried to take charge. He's going to take charge a lot. Like he was in control. Y'all gonna love this. And he's a manipulator. He'll be a manipulator. He'll be a lot of manipulator. Especially to manipulate to his benefit to be with his girl. Got him that chick. So, before he got on the truck, I was having problems getting to him because my truck had a little, not breakdown, but, you know, technically had some work needed done, and I was stuck in New York. He was in Sacramento, Leadfoot area. Finally, by the time I got to him, he said, dang, he said, my girlfriend's back in town. And he said, you know, I would have liked to spend time with her if I didn't know this was going to happen. He said, but now she's in town, I got to leave. And I said, well, she's in town. I said, well, here's what's going to happen. And I said, they gave me a load. But they sent me back home to Arizona to pick up the load. So I had to go pick a beef load up in Phoenix. I said, instead of me coming to get you, I'm going to get this beef load in Phoenix. And I had to come back to Northern California. We got time on the load. Go ahead and take your time with your girlfriend. I said, I'll go ahead and deliver the load. Because I have it delivered in a couple spots. I said, once I'm done with the delivery, I'm going to be in your area once it delivers. I'll go ahead and get the trailer washed out and get ready for the next load. And I'll come get you so you can spend time with your girlfriend. I did not know the degree of this dysfunctionality of the relationship until he got on the truck. It's off chain. So the whole thing, he says, yeah, he says, you know, I'm trying to, he says, this is 14. He said, we're just getting back together after being apart for 14 years. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't ask no questions because, honestly, no offense, I really didn't give a damn. I didn't care. I don't care. I didn't even want to know. I don't know. I don't want to know you screwing some married chick. I don't want to know. I don't want to know all the drama behind you and the married chick. I don't want to know. What I would like you to do is get in the truck and drive the truck. I want to know that. Safely. Okay? That's what I want to know. So, he tells me, oh, I'll tell you, you know, everything. Let them know. I was going to bro, you going to tell me crap. I don't need to know. So anyway, he got in the truck, told me one was married. She's like in her 40s, 50s, married to some 77-year-old old man. Okay? Who he claims is threatening her. Okay? Because that's what she's telling him. And that he is abusive to her. And that she has a daughter by him. And he had checked this man back 14 years ago when he was married to another woman. And I don't know if they started. I didn't ask questions because I didn't want to know. So I don't know all the details. I just know it's all crazy as hell. Okay. Anyway, and whatever this girlfriend chick who's married to the 77-year-old man tells him, he believes. It's such a mess. I wouldn't be shocked to see him on the news for doing something he ain't supposed to do. And for her playing dumb, like, I don't know. He was a stalker. And I didn't know he bumped my husband off. You know, and just play his ass to the wind. I wouldn't be shocked because it's that, y'all, it's some made for TV some shit. I'm sorry. It's just like his stuff is some made for. It's one of them crime show kind of situations. He's like dumb, and dumb as hell. Anyway, getting to the issue on why I got off track. I'm gonna get some more of this later. So, and I'll jump back. I'm going to jump back to some of it. I told him to slow down. I told him about the sensors on the truck. I told him about the camera. I told him about everything. I even tried to come at him with that. Now, one time we were driving through the mountains, and I felt the truck go, boom. What it was, we had some wind. So a couple of wind gusts. I felt that. Oh, I've been driving for 18 years. So he's trying to put me down. And whatever you felt wasn't anything that would concern me. You the one with tires skidding across the damn freeway or interstate. Friction so rough I can smell it because of the friction. It wouldn't concern you. That's the problem. Some shit don't concern you. And you one of the people that be turned over on the side of the road with shit not concerning you. Crazy as hell. Kill the whole family. Okay? This dude. So, first problem is he got hit with 2 cameras. So what our cameras do, they'll go off based on triggers. Heartbreaking, following too close. Yeah, proximity sensors. Triggers the camera. We were on the road, trigger the camera. All sorts of stuff to trigger that camera. Huh? He turned around. I'm so irritated. I ain't had no sleep. I had maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep today. Yesterday and today. Waiting to be unloaded. I'm flying out the personal convey to the dang truck stop. But I'm gonna have me a good time to get me something to eat. I want some sushi or something. Here in Denver. Kato, I might hit you up, bro. So, he gonna tell me he drive like me. No, he don't like that dude in front of me. And he seemed to be a nice guy. With his addiction for his girlfriend. He's addicted to that girl. She like his crack cocaine. There used to be a song called Personal Jesus. That's this chick is his personal Jesus and his crack cocaine. Okay? So, first night, we head out. I think I can't remember. However it happened. I think the first night I was able to sleep okay. Something happened between them. And he drove so aggressively. What he did, he put the truck in the fastest mode. So we're governed at 65 on cruise, 63 on pedal. He put this thing at the highest fastest rate he could on cruise. Put his feet down, hold the steering wheel, eating stuff. He just go down for a bump. He rarely slowed down for a curve. So you can see when construction, he was taking it, and y'all should never, ever, ever drive in cruise control in construction zone. too much stuff going on in the construction zone. And it should not be on autopilot in a construction zone. One, workers is the number one issue. Number two, there's usually something tore up. You got the cones. You should be control this vehicle. It should be pedal and you the wheel. That's it. Okay? He's going as fast as he could. I'm in the bump, bouncing all over the place. Because he's hitting, if there was a dip, if there was, if the road was raggedy, because he's not accelerating, decelerating, he's just hitting the force. He's just jarring the truck. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. I'm bouncing all over. I'm hearing it. I don't know. He's turning so he's taking the curve so fast that you hear the trailer swings onto the rumble strip. So I'm hearing with the rumble strip. I opened up and said, "Dude, what is going on?" That's how bad he drove. How aggressively he was driving. Now, I tend to almost think he doing it on purpose because he wanted to go home to grow. He wanted me to kick him off because he told me in the beginning. You know, hey, I don't have to finish this because I don't owe no money because I'm a vet. Okay? I don't know. But what I did notice is that they were having not a good time. They were having problems. He drove really bad, like aggressive, and he would be pouting. He wouldn't talk, and he talked a lot, too much. And everything he talked about was about this chick. So, first time he did it, drive crazy as hell. I had to have him pull over. And he got like, I don't know, he got an hour or 2 hours worth of driving. I said, look, I can't sleep. You got to pull this truck over. And I don't know what's going on with you. If you're tired, what's going on? He was upset because him and the girlfriend had a falling out about some stupid shit. Then, y'all, I have no idea how crazy this is. Now, I'm going to tell you all the stuff later, but I can't get into all of it now. So, that one I made him shut down, and I had to send a report say, hey, you know, this is what was going on with the load. Had him shut down because he's driving so aggressively. I couldn't sleep. I'd be bouncing all over the bunk bed. I'm hearing rumble strips. He's hitting any kind of, if it's a pothole, if it's any indiscretion in the road. He didn't even, normally if I see a pothole or see something, I coast across, okay? Which reduces the shock to the truck. It also reduces your chance of shifting your load. So instead of you see a big old hump that says bump, and you say, oh, it says bump, okay, it's crazy as hell. Reduce your speed. Take the bump, but reduce it. Not him. He's going full-fledged as fast as he could over that bump. Didn't care. Like he's riding a damn horse. I'm bouncing all over the damn bump. So, yeah. Talk to y'all in a minute. Well, there we go with that Zoom thing. We got a train here in Denver, so I'm waiting. We want to break on, so I'm going to finish this, and then I had to back it into a door, which is why I had to get off. Anyway, I'm really tired. I just took a nap on the steering wheel at the shipper. I mean, at the consignee. I'm on my way to TA in Denver. And then I'm going to get back here and do a quick personal wash up. I'm going to get a shower later when I come back. And I'm going to pass the hell out. I'm going to do some laundry. But this dude, he drove so bad. I'm off was 400 pounds. Why am I bouncing and rolling around in the bed? And I'm not doing it on my own. Because of how he's driving. Yeah. So, I guess yesterday he got mad. Character get mad. I told him, I said, look, bro, I done talked to you already. And I know you got 18,000 years, whatever it is, driving. But, and oh, what I ain't telling y'all, he got a camera. So what happens is if you do any event, you get what they call a drive cam, which means a video footage, whatever caused the event. One, I'm sitting in the seat, well, actually both of them, I'm sitting in the seat next to him. One, he came up too close to a car, and I told him, I said, I think you just activated the drive cam. The other one, he almost hit a car because he was all upset about something with him, and his mind was on old girl. You know, his mind was on old girl. And so I'm just like, it's crazy as hell. Yup. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. I'm not mad at it. He and I went to go get, so we were in Washington State, okay? He was going to stay at a hotel because we were going to have to reset up there. And he decided to rent a hotel out for himself. I don't care to do that. That's because he thought the company was going to pay for it. I told him, I said, well, we're talking about the company. Second, I'll tell you that later after everything's settled, because I tell you how he tried to bribe me. We'll get to that later. So, in order for him to go and hang out with his chick, we'll get to that later. So, he got a hotel up there, chill out, whatever, and get out the truck, which I was happy because I needed to break away from him and the story about the girlfriend. All the drama with the hot ass mess. So, and what am I going to name? You know what I'm going to name him? Whimppy Leadfoot. That's his name. That's actually going to be the title of this. Whimppy Leadfoot, the final student. Whimppy Leadfoot. So, Whimppy Leadfoot, he going to go get this hotel, but on the way to drop the trailer at our terminal, after we delivered our load, so we could bobtail him over to the hotel, and then I could bobtail. I went saw me a movie, and then came back to the terminal and chill out on the truck and clean up the truck. Whimppy, he gonna turn around, and what did he do? Oh, he stayed at the hotel, but first of all, he's driving in, and he's driving too close, and I told him, I said, bro, you're going too fast, and you're getting too close. I said, remember what I told you about these cameras? We have a following distance. There's a reason for it. If you're going a certain speed and your following distance ain't right, we're not talking about slow bumper to bumper traffic. They ain't gonna film that. They already know that's gonna happen. What they looking at as the speed in which you're coming up on a vehicle and you're not slowing down. So if you're going fast and the vehicle has slowed, you need to adjust your speed accordingly. Okay, following distance. Got one for that. Then we saw a rib shack on the way to the terminal to drop the trailer, and on the way out, we decided to stop a barbecue place. And they had baby back ribs. I might put some pictures up. I think I might put pictures. Yeah, I'll put pictures up about it. It was okay. It was okay. It was in Washington State. It was Kansas City style. The sauce was all right. Anyway, so it was all you could eat. Baby back ribs. So we went in there and had that. And then he drove himself to the hotel with me in the seat to drive to the hotel. He got out, got his stuff, went to the hotel. I drove to go see a movie. Went to go see Equalizer 2, Denzel. Good movie. And then I drove back to the terminal. He turns around. Oh, it's my dad's railroad company. He turns around. Oh, yeah, I'll let y'all see. My dad's railroad company. Y'all see his railroad company. That's his railroad company. His old railroad company. Dude turns around, and I'm sitting up here, and he goes to the truck first. I go get my stuff bagged up, and I go to the bathroom, and then I head out. I climb to the passenger, he get a call. I think it's old girl. He says on his end, I'll call you as soon as I check into the hotel. Okay? All of a sudden, he leaves the whole entire truck. His mind goes la la land. I could tell. He wasn't in the building. So we drove out of the barbecue place, going to the road. He almost did a California road, which means the California road is not a complete stop. It's like you go to a stoplight site, you pause, and then you keep going. That's California road. You have not stopped the vehicle, or the car, truck, whatever. I said, bro, you need to stop completely, okay? Now, you 18-year driver. You should know better than this, okay? Then we get out there, and they have construction going on. There are 3 cars ahead of us. He pulls up, does fine, gets behind the cars. They let 1 car go, 2 cars, they pull up. He's looking like focused in here, and I forgot I was saying something to him about, I think something to do with the Qualcomm. I can't remember what it was. Something to do with the Qualcomm and what we were doing. And all of a sudden, he was hopefully Hopefully y'all see me alright. Anyway, hope this train hurry up. So, next thing I know, he's like in blank mode. You can tell he wasn't in the truck with me. And I knew he was on that chick, right? Because all he want to do is get to the hotel real fast so he can do a chick. All of a sudden, he starts driving forward, but he's looking in the middle of the window where you can see everything in front of you, the cars, the cones, everything. And started running, almost hit the car in front. That was stopped. I was like, bro, stop the truck. Hard brake. Set the camera off. So I told him, I said, you going to get the camera in. I know you're going to get the camera. 18 years, I done warned you. I'll tell y'all the rest later. So now I'm at Blue Beacon, and I'm hoping that when I come out of here, I can find a good parking spot here at TA. Now I'm going over to SAP. I have to pay for my shower at SAP Brothers, but SAP always has nice showers. So right now we're just in the parking lot, and waiting for a washout. But I want to get close because I need to do laundry. I'm gonna do a small load of laundry because I'm stinking. I can smell my clothes. I don't like smelling my clothes, and I only wear my clothes. I wear my shirts like 2 days in a row. Change the underoos. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go get this washed out, and then I'm gonna get me some sushi. I found a sushi spot that looks pretty good, so I'm gonna try that, and I'll film it for y'all. It's Tommy Boy. I know it's Tommy Boy. That was funny about the dog, man, calling it Stu. You might have me on something there, because that's kind of on my sarcastic nature. I'm feeling that. Stu if it's a dude. If it's a boy dog. I'm going to see, because I'm going to the pound when I get home. Yeah, check that out. Looking for a Cocker Spaniel. Only other dog I would take other than Cocker Spaniel is a Min Pin. Because they're Min miniature pinchers. They are so cute. I like them. My niece has a Min Pin and a Chiweenie. I wouldn't want the Chiweenie, although she's really sweet and she loves me. Well, she's barky. But I wouldn't mind the miniature pincher. And they're really, really affectionate dogs. They're very, very sweet. I'm more of a Cocker Spaniel person, so that is my breed of choice. Because they're really cool, too. I like the old people face they have and the long ears. Yeah. So I'm looking for a Cocker Spaniel. Anyway, I don't know what happened. You have to do statements when they get out of the truck. But anyway, so back to dude. This dude almost hit the car in front. I said, bro, stop. So he hard brake. Automatic triggers the camera. So I sent something over telling them, hey, this is what took place, because I have to tell what's going on. It's part of my job. And so I'm not doing that training job anymore, which we're done as of today. This morning I dropped him off and it was done for me. We're done. No more training for the kid. At this point I had to, I wrote my statement. I guess he wrote his statement. We came to a mutual agreement. He got mad. And so I told him, because he was driving so aggressively, I was like, dude, I'm bouncing all over the truck. Matter of fact, he drove so bad, the load shifted back here, and the load locks fell down. That's how bad he was driving the road, how aggressively. He was like just hitting the dips. And I was like, what the hell? And if him and the chick had any problem, it was even worse. And on a good, and then he's like, oh, I'm in a good mood today. You got to thank Elizabeth for that. I'm like, and I told him, I'm going to tell you a little story. If somebody controls your emotions, they control your ass. Whimppy. If you let people control your emotions, they control your ass. Y'all figure out the P means in Whimppy or Whimppy. Whipped. That chick had so much control of him. I can't even get into it. I'm going to tell y'all a full story later. I'm going to wait for everything to settle first. But it was hellish in his truck if there were issues with him and his chick. Hellish. Because of how he drove. And I told him, I said, you can't let emotions. I even sent him a video. Night Transportation has a guy who was in a major accident, was going through a divorce, and had a major accident. He lucky he go lay at the altar and talk to Jesus that he's still alive and find out what his purpose is. Because if y'all saw that truck, you see that man, he was in a coma for days. They cut him out, all because he had his mind on his female at home and not on what the hell he was doing in his truck. You can't get caught up like that. And I know it's hard to keep that clinical, but if you're going to do this job, y'all got to be that clinical in thought. You got to leave home, work, because if you don't, you'll kill somebody in this truck and or yourself. And you won't get home to be worried about no damn body, because you'll be dead in a casket, everybody looking at you. Yes, you will. Talking to Jesus and going through the judgment. I'm just saying. Anyway, P. Whimppy. So P. Whimppy. Sorry, I'm trying to see what this dude is starting. P. Whimppy. Child, hot ass mess. Hot ass mess. P. Whimppy is, I don't know, you need to back up. I don't know why you just don't back up. I got this other driver next to me, and instead of getting behind me, he gonna park in the middle, blocking out lanes where people can't get by him. It don't make sense what he's doing. I can't help. Babies don't know what the hell they're doing. And the company's getting these new trucks, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. So P. Whimppy, I don't know what happened, but it almost felt like he was somewhat pressing the envelope too, like he wanted for me to kick him off the truck. Because he had made some other comments about the company, about the mentors, kind of basically there was no objectives. Basically, like, I ain't getting shit out of this. I'm like, well, you know, homeboy, if this ain't working for you and you need to be home with your pay, then please, go on. I ain't offended. I did my refresher course from being off the road. I ain't offended. Whether 5 years or 20 years, that's part of the course of being a truck driving in America. Otherwise, okay, if he go in the trailer wash out, I'm going to be pissed the hell off. Because he going to have to do some really maneuvering to go in the trailer wash out. Anyway, it's crazy, dude. I come. And the other people from other countries. Russia, Nigeria, driving trucks. And it's a different thought process. No offense. I'm okay. If you come over here and work and Americans don't want to do the job, I ain't got no problem with it. I just want y'all to have some logic when you do shit. That's all I want you to do. Logic and make sense of it. Don't make it all weird. Anyway, what ended up happening, hold on for a second, get ready to move. Alright, y'all. So, P. Whimppy, he driving crazy. I told him, I said, look, bro, I can't sleep back here, but you driving like you driving. What is going on? This is the second time, you know. And then I guess he got mad, parked the truck.
Say a command.
Parked the truck, got out the truck, slammed the door. Was gone for like an hour and some change. At this point, I woke up. I sat up. And I called my driver manager. I said, look, I need to talk. Here's what's going on. I said, I think I'm going to exit him from the truck. I said, because I can't do this. You know, I got the dude is emotional like a chick. I'm like, and I ain't trying to. I used to date chicks, so he emotional like some chicks. I got more balls, and I got a bigger one than he got because his is all in her pocket. Her stuff must got like vampire fangs and stuff on it, and she got it wrapped around his neck, sucking the blood out of it in his brain juice. I don't know. Because what I saw was some pretty disgusting stuff. I can't stand a wimpy. I don't like a wimpy female, but to be a wimpy dude, too? Crazy as hell, y'all. Crazy as hell. So, oh boy, he's sitting up here. He all wimpified. And I don't know what's going on in the truck. I guess she asked me when he's coming home, and I guess that's because that's all he thought about. Everything was, well, if she wants doing something, he gonna do it too. He watching her daughter on video. Daughter ain't even met you. Placing himself in there as if they a family. I'm telling you, it's some made for TV shit, y'all. There's some stuff that made for TV. Like I said, if somebody get bumped off up in there, I won't be shocked. That old man might want to watch himself, cause and anyway, it's a hot ass mess. But anyway, I was like, dude, what's wrong? So finally he came back to the truck after his hour and 15 minutes, and I said, look, let's talk about this. Okay? I said, first of all, I asked you before, if you don't want to be here and you want to do something different, hey, Playboy, I ain't got no problem. We can get you to a terminal and you do what you got to do. You my last student. You know, if this ain't for you, I'm not sitting here trying to talk people into some stuff that ain't for them. You want to be at home addicted to your pee, okay? You go on be with the kitty cat. I'm so cool on it. I need you focused out here or you'll kill both of us. No, I'm going on. Dude, you almost hit a car. You run up on people. Yeah, no. No. So he gonna sit up here and, you know, get an attitude. I said, look, we can make this, we can handle this right the hell now. And then I said, you put me, I can't even sleep. That makes it dangerous for me to drive. I said, I'm bouncing at 400 pounds all over this back bunk. You hitting everything you can, boop, 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 as fast as you can. I said, bro, slow it down and coast over the stuff. We got time on the load. We want to get the load there in shape. And he already had driven so crazy, he said the trailer was riding funny. Come on. And I said, bro, you might have shifted the load with how you drive it. Which he did. Damn load locks was on the ground in the back of the thing. That's how hard this dude was driving. I'm like, bro. Yeah. So then he goes about, well, you know, you're making me feel unsafe, telling me to drive differently. Are you? Oh, Playboy, we done. I said, you know what? This ain't no damn argument. You back in America. This ain't Korea. It ain't none of them other countries. And while I'm impressed, and while I give you kudos for being a military man, my father's a military man. I got military cousins, Army, Marines. We have pilots. It don't make you special, homeboy. There's rules in America to drive this shit. And I've warned you. You done already had a talk with management because you did everything you want to do. And I tried to warn your ass. So I tell you what, I ain't going to tell you how to drive nothing. What I am going to do is drive you to the terminal and you can get your stuff off the truck. We've come to a mutual agreement because he was trying to call them that I'm not the right trainer for you. You want to be unhinged? Be unhinged. You want to go out here and go 89,000 miles down the mountain? Do you, Playboy? But you're going to do it up off this truck. I wish you no ill will. I hope everything works out for you. You probably need to be with a day cab driver since that's really what you're going to do. I don't know why they did it this way, but it's what they did. But me and you, we done. He got quiet. And it ain't an argument. So you go on, drive on. We're going to get you to where you going so you can get home to your girl and go to your pee, your kitty cat that's controlling you with her fangs in your neck. And do you. That's the end of it. Dropped his happy ass this morning. Then he's trying to do some other weird shit. And I didn't know if he's, because I had to have my box cutter with me. Because y'all have to understand. I don't be trusting them. You might be mad, pissed off, and you already got some weird crap going on. And I don't know, you're going to bump the old man off to get this chick. I don't know what you're doing. It's all craziness to me. But I can't. Telling me all this bad stuff. This man's 77 years old sitting in a chair like this with his mouth open. How he abusing her? If she being abused, she's allowing that crap. He's alcoholic and he's mean. And with an old man, 77 years old, sitting in a recliner with his mouth hanging open, drooling. You dumb as hell. Dumb as hell. Look, I wish a 77-year-old man would be in my life. I'm 50 years old and got the nerve to abuse me. I need to have my ass kicked by a 77-year-old man if I'm allowing that shit. I'm allowing that shit. I deserve it. A 77-year-old man lay his hands on me, we're going to have a come to Jesus meeting. And Look, I'll repent later, but I'm gonna whoop your ass. Ain't no way in hell. If she allowed that old man, she deserve all of it. God forgive me. Y'all don't even know how much I heard on this. It was, I couldn't even go in there. It was just insanity. Straight freaking insanity. He's abusing her out. He's 77 years old with his mouth hanging open in a chair. My 70-something-year-old father's in better shape than what I saw in that picture. You dumb as hell. She playing you, playboy. Hell, I gotta calm down. I'll tell y'all more. I can't. But anyway, his ass off the truck. Last trainee. Yes, it's time. It's time. Where I'm probably gonna get a dog. I like the name Stu, and as a pun on student, that's some funny crap, man. I'm gonna do some shout outs. I don't know if I'm doing it in this video or not, because I'm so angry. Anyway, y'all, because I'm like, I tried. I gave it my best effort. He felt crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. Anyway, y'all. Weird. I don't know what he's doing, so I'm going to do what he's doing. He pulling up. Oh, shit. Everybody trying to pull up. It's tight as hell up in here. We all waiting to get washed out here at Boot Beacon. We got an account, so I don't have to pay nothing. Well, the company would reimburse me. I could have probably went over to Sapp Brothers. And I ended up, I was doing all this, and I might end up at that freaking Sapp Brothers. That's the ironic part. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to put this all together. I'm going to try to do the shout-outs at the end of this, but I might do a shout-out on another video, y'all. Because we do got some new subscribers. So, I might do the shout-outs in the beginning just before I get into the drama. Yeah, we might do that. This is going to be a long-ass hell video, though. He's abusing her. 77 years old, what, 45, 50 years old. Wish a ninja would kick your ass. 70-year-old man sitting in his chair drooling in a recliner, and you gonna be dumb as hell to believe he abusing her. I looked at him, I said, oh, he's an alcoholic, and he did it. How do you know this? Because that's what she told you. If you believe her. The history is much longer, y'all. It's much longer. I got a lot to tell y'all. But I have to tell it later. I can't get into it. And if he is abusing her, you don't move to the city that they in. And if this man is flowing like this, and he can come in and blow you away. So I just want to understand, Playboy, why are you involved in the BS? Because if she really wants you, and this man is abusing her, what you should have done was keep your ass in Korea, and she go on over there with you, or go to some other state. But y'all gonna live in the same city and state with your old man who's abusive is in. None of that make no damn sense. As big as California is, you can live anywhere in California. And she's educated with a good job. Why in the hell are you staying in the same city in which this abusive old man is in? Boy, you crazy as hell. And then you driving crazy down Mountain Grace because all of a sudden she not talking to you because she mad at you because you responded to something the way she didn't want. How old are you? Hey, 54 years old. I'm 50. Boy. Let me tell y'all, I only know some of y'all. But y'all put that on this Facebook. Did y'all do that? Or on this YouTube? Did you do that? Or Facebook? I need to come through YouTube and Facebook. It's crazy as hell. 77 years old. Sitting in a chair. He abusing her. He's an alcoholic. Who told you this? She told him that. Okay. You being played, homie. Huge. 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 You might just be played because the old man can't do nothing for her in physical realm. You still young enough to do something. You her side piece. I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all, I can't because it was way beyond scope. When I go home and hang with the Joe, we're gonna go have some cocktails. I need a lot of cocktails after this one. The first one was crazy, and I feel sorry for him. He just had mental issues. I actually, of all the students, I feel sorry for him. The second one was lazy. I didn't feel shit for her. She was just lazy and on vacation and taking the company for money. The third one, she wanted to do the job, but she was a control freak, and she was preachy and teachy. And then this one right here, he took the cake. He just, listening to his story, I would sit here and everything, I started rolling my eyes. He started talking about us. Just start rolling my eyes. I was like, this is crazy as hell. Anyway, y'all, peace. It's going to be a long video. I'm sorry. I'm going to do shout-outs here in a minute. I'll write them down and then do it because I'm sitting here waiting. I'm going to be waiting a minute. And then I got to find me a parking spot. I'm hoping I can find one close to the door, but if not, I'm going over to Sap Brothers. Peace. 2 and 2. Alright, everybody. I am in Colorado. Guess it's some richy neighborhood, but I'm going there. Sushi. Someone asked me what I do in my downtime. If they had a bookstore, I'd be there, but I wanted sushi, so that's where I'm at. Anyway, I thought this is a cool statue here. Anyway, peace.